Hey there gardeners, Chris here from Steading. Update on our pineapple patch and how it's going. So we planted 2 established plants and then we've planted a whole heap of heads. And unfortunately, while I was able to pick our first pineapple, and that was perfectly okay, we're very, very happy with that. The second pineapple here, I came out and checked the other day and I was like, oh, there's a little bit of rotting down the bottom. Now, it wasn't anywhere near as yellow as it is now. And when I went to give the pineapple a little bit of a squeeze, I quickly realized something was seriously wrong. Now, we might see if we can turn it around. I think this will probably just come straight off the pineapple plant because it's looking much more ripe now. But there is a real serious issue with this particular pineapple, and I don't know if you can see it there, but someone or something furry, I would most certainly say, has come and had a good munch on our second pineapple. Now, the interesting thing is that, whoa, it's gone straight down. It's snapped off the base of the plant. Not fully, but a fair bit. So that's it there, as you can see, and that is quite unfortunate. Obviously, one of the good things is we'll still be able to take the top off, and I'll pull the top off this in just a second and we'll have a look. The other top I will actually go and grab from the successful pineapple, and we might actually just chuck it in the ground now. I guess this is the kind of situation which does happen in a garden because you're dealing with possums, you're dealing with wallabies, you're dealing with all kinds of stuff. And while we've got a fence that keeps the wallabies out, we don't have anything that can keep out the smaller creatures that are a little bit problematic at times. And something has been digging around in our garden quite actively recently, but from what I could see, it was not really something that was after our fruit or veg because it seemed to be digging for bugs or worms or something like that, which doesn't bother me at all. Something like an Antechinus is mainly after the bugs. That's like a native Australian rodent. I think it's a mammal, but probably not super important information at this point in time. And obviously with Antechinus, we're very happy to have them because they don't really affect you as a person. But something that eats our pineapples is a little bit more annoying, and it could even have been a bat. You know, you wouldn't know because it was sitting at this kind of level and something's had a good munch on it, and there's no damage to the bed either. We're going to go full GSI, garden scene investigation, and yeah, essentially I can't see obvious chew marks. The ants had started to get into this, so that was a little bit of a problem in and of itself. They'd already gotten in down there, which probably helped the smell of our ripe pineapple really permeate the night air and brought in a bit of a pineapple predator to take this out. Now, I'm not that worried because like I said, we'll see if we can just pull this top off. And yeah, you can tell that that's nice and ripe. And see, normally what you do is to take it off the plant, you should just be able to twist it off and it'll pop off like that, which obviously that wasn't too hard. But I don't know that I'd really eat the other half of the pineapple after something else has been munching on it. Worst case scenario, it could be a rat or a bat. And then again, what we're going to do, as we did with the last one, and so the last pineapple, the head of it had very, very established roots, whereas this one, the roots are much, much smaller from what I can see from this kind of initial couple of leaves coming off. See if that changes as we go a bit further up. I think I heard you want to take off about 25 mils or an inch worth of these leaves. And then again, I said this in my last video, you let it dry for a couple of days, maybe 2 days, and then you just plant it. And you can kind of avoid chucking it in water and all that kind of stuff. Now, obviously, if you've got kids and you're kind of trying to introduce them into the fun process of growing something like this, you probably want to take it inside, chuck it in a glass, and then let the roots start to form and everything like that, so that they can kind of watch the process happen a bit more actively. It's like an avocado seed, really. And if you've just bought a pineapple at the shop, the one thing I do is I look for a nice healthy top on the ones I buy so that, again, I can replant them. So this one here doesn't have very, very obvious roots, but the other one, which I'm about to grab, does. So there are some very, very tiny root formations there. I've got an ant running around as well. And so you can see that this is in the very early stages of turning into a new pineapple plant. And then this one here, it is covered in roots. So you can just see the difference between these two heads of pineapple in that this one is very, very ready to be planted, whereas the other one, not so much. And obviously, since we've allowed this one to dry out for a couple of days, it should be okay to be planted in our garden bed here. I have put down a little bit of fertilizer, so I'll avoid putting it right down in the fertilizer because they're just like a coarse pellet and they could actually probably burn the plant. So I've just loosened up the soil with a little fork here and I've dug in that fertilizer. So we'll hope that that's enough to prevent it from burning our new pineapple plant. And I'm just gonna stick this in the ground. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. It does need a little bit of a water, but as you can imagine, this gets watered each day and it'll get a water shortly when I do the whole garden. I'm not gonna rush in and do it right now. This is our plant that we might take out if we don't get any suckers, and then we'll have a look at our other plant that is actually developing suckers already. So having a look at this plant here, as you can see, sucker there. There's another one kind of over the back as well. And then we've got one here kind of growing. It was growing off the base of the other pineapple. And so this is kind of a success story because I imagine we've got a potential 3 at least new pineapple plants that could grow off this plant, and this plant has fruited, so it's not going to be giving us itself another pineapple.